I personally think this is going to be the rarest Mustang or just diecast within our decade. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you all are having a great week. I've been dying to showcase this car for you guys, doing a lot of homework, and also reached out to Mattel. I haven't heard anything from them yet, but there's going to be more to come. And when those updates do come to me, I will let you guys know. But it is that time to just showcase what we finally got in our collection, guys. And it is the hard to find first release of Barricade, the 984 version, which of course has the To Punish and Enslave on the side. You also have the 984 on the bottom matching it. But the thing about this car is everyone has been able to get their hands on this one, which was the re-release, the 643 number Barricade. And of course, there are some differences we're going to be showcasing in this episode, along with the loose ones and the story behind that one. All right, so for those who have been around for a while, know that once that Barricade was recalled, I was trying to do whatever I could to get that car in my collection. Trades fell through. I tried so many different avenues, and people are just really holding on to them, and I do not blame them at all. Because like I said in the beginning, guys, I honestly feel like this is going to be the rarest and hardest diecast to get within our decade. I don't even know of any other car that has been released that was also recalled. The last time this ever happened was in 2007 when the military Jeep or military truck from the movie Cars was released. It was actually painted and shipped from China, and it had lead paint in there. So they did a huge recall. It was like 250,000 units, which were a lot for that time. Did some get out? Of course, but they were highly encouraged to send them back for a replacement. But Mattel didn't do that this time. They just recalled them, but some got out, and I don't know what the number is. I reached out to Mattel and asked them and kind of told them, hey, I have this YouTube channel. I love giving information, especially to collectors, just to give them some facts every time they watch my video. They relayed that on to the team, and of course, hopefully we hear back soon. Most of those numbers are proprietary to Mattel, so even if they give me a ballpark, I think that would be pretty cool to know. But if you look at based off of their sales in the past, how many cars they produce about 310,000 cars a day. So it could be a fraction of that got out, because we can tell you two things about Barricade. It was only produced during the 22nd week of 2024, which leads you between the dates of May 27th and June 2nd. So that was really the only time frame that car was ever produced before it was recalled. Yes, a lot of them got out, just don't know how many, and that is what I'm trying to figure out for you guys. That way, for those who actually have this car, can have an idea of what its rarity really is. Because at the end of the day, we're all about collecting, and we should at least know exactly the details of what we're cherishing when it comes to this particular car. Now, the 984 right here, this was, you can see it on the bottom, stamped T22, the 22nd week of 2024. And that was it. It could have been a full week of production. It could have been a day. We don't know that yet, but I will get that information to you. There's a lot more details I want to throw into another episode based off of this particular car. But we do know that it picked up back in the 30th week of 2024. This one is actually stamped as a T32. So 30 was the first week. We also have a production week of 33. This one's actually stamped a little bit brighter and bolder for you to see. And then this one right here was the final production week of T34. I haven't seen any other cars beyond that date, even off of Fandom. It tells you the base codes of 30 to 34. So there was nothing before that, and there was nothing after. So pretty much whatever is out is out. And then when we see them again, they're just probably from spillover sitting in the back of some certain store. And then when they get put out, you'll probably see those base codes. So if you have anything after 34, please let me know. But 30 to 34, Mattel was even tracking that. I think that is really, really cool. Now, with this particular car right here, this was actually given to me free. But I was not going to let that happen. So my new friend that just moved here from Alaska, we were having a conversation and he was like, oh, I got one of those. He had it loose. And I was like, oh man, what do you want for it? I was throwing him all kinds of cars. He was like, dude, it was my pocket whip. I really care for JDM only. You can just have it. And oh my gosh, those words right there were just like, oh my gosh, man. I was so excited. I met up with him, but I did gift him the extra Super Treasure Hunt Audi that we found. And then I also gifted him the Chase Back to the Future variant, which actually had the radiation suit. He's a big Back to the Future fan as well. So I was like, here, man, you can have this. He was also surprised, but I was like, hey, dude, welcome to South Dakota. And of course, it was just a thank you. I didn't want him to just give that up for free. Even though it's loose, it's also repackaged. I did take out one of the new ones and put it in here, but there's also a difference on the card. Now, if you look at this one is the recent release. You can see the picture of Barricade on there. Now, if you look at another channel, I'll have it on the screen for you guys. When he removed the sticker of the recalled version, the verbiage is actually printed on the back of the card, as well as the original number of 984. Now, when they did the reproduction of this particular car, they changed the artwork to the correct one. You don't even see the verbiage of "to punish and enslave" on the fender. And if you were to really zoom in and look at the quality, the number is 643. So if you're looking at one of these and you're concerned of it being a custom, two things. Look at the card art, nothing different. Look at the back and ensure that that one has the "to punish and enslave" printed on the side of the card art. And then, of course, T22 is the only week that car was ever produced. So before you get scammed or ripped off thinking you're buying a legit recalled version, have them show you the base. If it doesn't say T22, it is not legit. That is the only time it was ever released or produced for this particular car. So going back to what I said earlier, the last time this ever happened was in 2007 with the Cars vehicle. Now, the reason why the stamping date came on was because of that. They wanted a way to track down when recalls like that, especially when it comes to life and safety. When stuff happens, they know what batch, what week it was produced, and they can track it down and eliminate, hey, if you got this car that has stamping date T22 on the bottom of it, that car was affected and recalled, please send it back. So that is how they all started the whole stamping date. But really wanted to showcase this, give you guys some information based on these two cars right here. We got the re-release and the original. Like I said, it is in the package, all good. I don't care if it's not in the original, but at the same time, if I could still get the OG one that is not opened, I'm still going to trade for it. I just really wanted the car itself because, like I said, I think this is going to be the hardest and most valuable car in our decade based off of that recall. There might be people who may not agree with that. They might think like, okay, no, it's just a car. It's a re-release. I really want to get you guys some solid info if Mattel wants to release that to me. And if they do, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. But really wanted to showcase the fact that we finally have this car for the collection. It's been in this spot for a little bit. I'm surprised none of you have seen it while I was showcasing a lot of the other stuff from prior episodes. But there we go, guys. 984 Barricade, the recalled version in our hands, along with the reproduction or re-release of it right here. So talk about epic stuff right here. And I'm just very thankful that Justin wanted to gift it. But at the same time, he wasn't going to walk away without anything. So the Super and Chase went to him. Very, very much worth it in my opinion. So hopefully this helps you out, especially those who are looking to purchase the original one. Just be sure that you have whoever's selling it to you verify that the base is the T22 and you're golden. If it's anything after that, then you know it's a reproduction. Maybe they erased the tampos and maybe added the verbiage and changed the numbers. Just be careful. Date code, That is the key for this particular car. And then of course, the card art change on the back. I'm very, very surprised that Mattel paid attention to even that detail. So that is all we have for this episode, guys. Just really wanted to finally showcase that we got the card that I've been trying to get for the longest time, and we have it. And yeah, we're just going to move on to the next Mustang that we're going to try to get in the collection. What it is, I don't know yet. Until there's another variation similar to like how the 65 metal base was, we're going to wait for the next chase or error or whatever else Mattel has up their sleeves for the collection. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts on anything we showcased in this episode. And of course, let me know if you have that car in your collection and you're willing to trade it for a couple supers. I don't know. Let me know. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell to stay tuned for all of our future episodes. And until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.